Tonight's topic is starting and funding your business.
The first question, how did you fund your business idea?
Because I evolved into the investment industry for such a long time, so I do invest my own money into either properties or stocks or bonds or funds, everything. Because I was a fund manager, I have a fund and manage a size of money, and I bought some factory buildings in the new territories. So I decided to cut it out, and I returned the money to the investors, because by that time I already earned about 30% per year for my investors. And then I keep one property, so I buy it out myself. So I keep under a very low price, but I don't want to, just being a storage of my paintings, because I paint too much, yeah. But it was too big. It's 4,000 square feet. 4,000 square feet plus 1,000 square feet on the podium. 2/5 of the space being my little gallery, and the rest I split into small offices. So I rent it out. So when I earn the rental income, I cover my cost of running gallery, because I have to employ the staff who runs, because I'm still in the full-time in the financial industry. So I was like that to start my gallery.
You're clearly special.
Yes, I think the interesting side is then, okay, finances, right? Like, how do I fund this? Where do I start? If you're lucky, you have built up a little bit of savings living in Hong Kong, so you can actually do it, or you look for investors. I knew I could do it on my own, because I did build a business plan and a P&L, and I knew if I started small and I build it myself and I let it organically grow, I could do it. I didn't go for, I knew I didn't have to make big investments and like get a big office and things like that, because yeah, that was going to kill the business from day one. But at the same time I thought, well, let's explore what the funding could be, like which kind of investor could I get. So I spoke with a lot of other recruitment agencies or headhunters, looked at big and small, and I very quickly realized that investors, the only thing they think about is money. So it wasn't about the concept, and it wasn't about helping women and mothers get back into the workforce. It was about how much money can I get out of this. And that was not the reason why I set up FLEXImums. So for me it was, I prefer to start with little and grow it myself, rather than getting the money and then still have to grow it. And probably waste money. And I think we discussed how women invest differently than men before this talk, and I think that's, I think we were more risk averse. We take less risks.
There is a notion that female entrepreneurs and male entrepreneurs would actually start very differently. For women, it's actually a very, very normal process. When you start small, you grow organically, and maybe you keep your full-time job while you're doing something on the side. We're in looking at other half of the population, they do prefer to start big, look for funds, and it works also quite well, but different story altogether.
About the funding, I guess I'm part of this majority of women who are not very risk averse, so I didn't want to take the risk of getting anyone else's money that I wouldn't be sure that I could reimburse someday. So I just used my savings, and I made sure that my costs only increased while the business was growing. So in the beginning it wasn't that much investment, and it kept increasing, of course. I thought about the idea of raising some funds, and I met some interesting men about it who were willing to invest, but I was actually the one who didn't want to, because we mentioned about it earlier, and they don't have the same objective as we might have, meaning just earning money, and I would be afraid of losing the spirit of the company, and I would actually not be able to manage $1 million, so I wouldn't take the risk of doing that.
Would you consider bringing an investor now, or do you still want it to be your
Investors?
To help the gallery
You mean the
grow?
partners?
Partners?
No, I don't like, because I think, sorry, because I think I have so many ideas, like you, so I think I have to, realize my dream. I still have some, like what Sarah said, there's a spirit. You're the soul of your company. If you ask somebody in, it's not your own thing. It's somebody's, because every time you have to report. For example, we are now 60-40, maybe I'm 60, you're 40, but I still have to report to you what I have done today or what I'm going to do. But maybe I change the plan tomorrow and you don't feel like it, and then we'll have an argument or something like that. I don't want that. So I want to make my own decision, and I trust myself when I think that my plan will be realized one day.
I hope you enjoyed. I'm sure you heard something inspiring, useful. So let's give our speakers an applause.